Good morning, dear children. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome to a new session in English. In today's session, we are going to discuss about auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. What are auxiliary verbs? Or what is the function of an auxiliary verb? Do you have any idea about auxiliary verb or how many auxiliary verbs are there in English? Let us check in detail. Auxiliary verbs are often called as helping verbs. They have no meaning on their own. They are necessary for the grammatical structure of a sentence, but they do not tell us very much alone. We usually use helping verbs with main verbs. So, they help the main verb, which has the real meaning. So, as you know, auxiliary verbs are used to help the main verbs in sentences, and they are not having a meaning of their own. So their function is to help the main verb. So we are calling them as helping verbs. There are two groups of auxiliary verbs. The first one, primary auxiliary verbs, and the second one, modal auxiliary verbs. What is meant by primary helping verbs or primary auxiliary verbs? Be, do, and have are considered the primary helping verbs. They are considered so because they can help the main verb or actually be the main verb. That means, in the absence of main verbs in sentences, sometimes some auxiliary verbs will do the function of main verb, and they are primary auxiliary verbs. In modal auxiliary verbs or modal helping verbs, they help or modify the main verb so that it changes the meaning somewhat. They help express possibility and necessity. Examples: can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, and must. Or they can create some moods. So we are calling them modal helping verbs or modal auxiliary verbs. This slide gives you the idea of all the auxiliary verbs we are using in English. We have 11 primary auxiliary verbs and 13 modal auxiliary verbs. Altogether, 24 auxiliary verbs are there in English. Let us see. The 11 primary auxiliary verbs are do, does, did, has, have, had, is, am, are, was, were. Then comes the modal auxiliary verbs can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ought, must, need, dare, and used to. So like that 12 modal auxiliary verbs are there. So altogether we have 24 auxiliary verbs in English. Now let us take the modal verbs and how to use them in sentences. Modal verbs express ideas such as possibility, intention, obligation, and necessity. Or to express these ideas, we use the modal verbs. And modal verbs are different from other verbs. Let us see the different possibilities of using modal verbs. Modal verbs don't change their form. Then modal verbs don't use an S for third person singular. Modal verbs have no infinitive or participle, either past or present. Then modal verbs make questions by inversion. For example, he can go becomes can he go. To make questions, it can be used in an invert form. Then comes modal verbs are followed by the infinitive of another verb without to. See the examples: can, could, may, might, must, will, would, shall, should, ought to. These all are modal verbs. Now let us check the different situations we use the modal verbs. First one, to express ability. The modal verbs which we are using to show ability, can and could. See the examples. David can speak three languages. That shows about his ability. He could speak fluent French when he was 5. Then comes permission. To give permission, we can use the modal verbs. Which are the modal verbs can be used? Can, could, may. See the examples. Can I sit in that chair, please? Could I open the window? May I borrow your dictionary? So these all are the situations we can use the modal verbs to express permission. Then comes to give advice. Should is a modal verb we are using there. See the example. You should visit your dentist at least twice a year. You should try to lose weight. So here to give advice we use the modal verb should. Then comes obligation. We use must or have to express obligation. I must memorize all of these rules about tenses. You have to take off your shoes before you get into the mosque. So here to express obligation we use the modal verbs must or have to. Then comes possibility. The modal verbs we use to show possibility are might, may, could, can. See the examples. It looks nice, but it might be very expensive. Richard may be coming to see us tomorrow. So to express possibility also we use modal verbs. Modal verbs might, may, could or can we use to express possibility. Here you have an exercise taken from your Grammarite textbook. Kindly do the exercise. Here you have the answers for the exercise given in the previous slide. Please check your answers with the help of the given answer key. With this, we have come to the end of today's session. I hope auxiliary verbs are very clear to you all. Stay safe. Thank you.